undefeated Thunderstud. Show him your deck. Show him your D.
Thunderstud here, reporting in on my first MCS. It's a Meta Championship Series. If you don't know what that is, Google Duel Links Meta. It's run by this guy DK. If you don't know who he is, you're probably kind of new to the Duel Links community. He's a huge player. He pretty much is the Duel Links community, and he holds monthly tournaments, weekly tournaments, daily tournaments, all the time. So real cool stuff. I really recommend checking it out. This was my first time in the biggest tournament, the MCS. It's monthly. It was a lot of fun as always. I didn't do as well as I did in my first Meta Weekly. I didn't make top 32. It was 7 rounds. I went 3 and 4. I played like 5 rounds of Kawaki Miru, so it was pretty rough the whole going. But it was a lot of fun. It's always so much fun. So I definitely recommend it to anyone. I don't want to spend too long going over the deck I used because I already made a video kind of like it. But I'll use some of the stuff I changed to make it more competitive, starting with the skill, which is Grit, which for obvious reasons to not get OTK. Then I added Ancient Gearbox. He's just a +1. You search him with Wervin. He gets to search once he's searched. Then you search your Ancient Gear Frame. It's an easy +2, +1, +2 from Wervin. So then Fusion Sage for more ways to our poly, and Pulse Mines because they're just so strong with how everyone's special summoning monsters now. So I was just eaten up by side decks. My side deck was 2 Books of Tau, 2 Offerings of the Doom, and 1 Ancient Gear Fortress, but I never side decked anything. So I have some replays. I was featured. DK watched a couple of my duels, which is really cool. So I'll have some of that here, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks. So this first replay is against a really cool dude. His name's Hailstorm. He was featured in a lot of DK stream while he was streaming the tournament. He has a really cool deck. I especially really like it because I agree with the idea of it. It's pretty much a Gusto burn, and I feel that is the best way to use Gustos, as sad as that is. I don't feel they're good as utilizing a Synchro toolbox. But the way they float is amazing, so I feel as a stall burn kind of mechanic, Gustos are great, and that's what this guy's going for. So here, as you can see, sorry if you missed that, I summoned the Wervin, summoned my Ancient Gearbox, or sorry, summon the Wervin. Take note, I had to set my Pulse Mines because you can't set once you set your Wervin, so I had to set first, summon the Wervin, search the Gearbox. Gearbox searches Gear Frame. It's like a +2. So here we go. His turn second. 2 sets. Still no poly for me, but I have a Pulse Mines. And monsters are just strong. This is unfortunate for this guy. Gustos can't float against Wervin, so it's a hard counter. His deck was really interesting whenever he was fighting people who weren't hard countering Gustos, but there wasn't much he could do. I finally get my King of the Swamp. Allows me to get my Fusion, get a Parasite on top of my deck. And here's our boy, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Gets Floodgated, so you know it's a stall deck for you. Stop the Gustos effects. No back row for him. That's Gear Frame's technique. Summons the Gusto that special summons from the graveyard. It's not very good. Now he actually synchro summons into Psychic Nightmare. He's a pretty interesting card. Had I a card in my hand, he would try to predict it, and if he predicts it correct, he gets 1,000 attack points. I just use one of my Pulse Mines. I pull a Parasite somehow. Can't do anything past the turn. He's coming at me again. Use my second Pulse Mines during the battle phase. Do I get lucky? Pull my King of the Swamp, turn it into a Golem. Thanks to Ancient Gear Frame. Sacrifice 2 of my monsters. He uses Acid Trap Hole, which lowers my attack. Thankfully he set a second monster and I was able to sneak the win. But this guy's deck was really cool. We got to see a lot of it in DK stream, and it was very interesting. I liked it a lot, so I was glad I got to play him. But yeah. Now this guy's deck, Ohimi Lee. Is that his name? Ohimi Lee. Sorry if I got your name wrong. I loved his deck. I am so jealous of this guy's deck. It made my deck feel so simple. Like I'm just summoning a big ass monster and swinging. His deck was so smooth, so quick. You'll see here on this very first turn, summons a new card, Elemental Hero Solid Soldier, which can, like Drill Dark, summon another Elemental Hero. Summons Blaze Man, he still gets this effect to search Poly. Searches Fusion Substitute, which is just like Poly, but the monsters have to be on the field, which they were in order to use it. And so why you go through that extra trouble, when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it and draw one card. So it's really nice. So Gaia's using his effect. Special Soldier, when he's sent from the graveyard, he gets to summon an Elemental Hero. I get a nice hand, which most of the hands are nice with this deck. Summon our Ancient Gear Golem. He doesn't have much of an out. He has impressive fusions, and had he gone second, it probably would have been a better turn. He could have used Gaia's effect on me. Hits me with a Treacherous. And mask changes his Gaia into a Diane. Sits on her 3k defense. What can I even do with my Golem? Great deck, great move. I wish I had more Diane. I don't remember if you saw my my hero deck. I only used my one Diane and my one Solid Soldier, so this guy's deck's very cool. Uses Pot of Greed, uses Fusion Substitute to draw. Switches to attack mode. Summons a Blaze Man, searches again. You see how much his deck is doing? He's already down to 10 cards. I'm down to 14. And my deck searches too, so it's not like it's very slow. Summons this guy again. This time gets his effect. You know, raises his attack hugely, lowers mine. He's going for a game with mass change. Thankfully I use grit, so I grit my life still. I have an Ancient Gear. Ooh, now I have an Ancient Gear, so King of the Swamp is going to serve as the Golem. We already had a fusion. Wervin, +2, you see. Easy +2, crazy. So now I can summon an Ancient Gear and still have resources left in my hand. Swing over the Diane. Take the game. Very interesting deck. Fun duels, guys. Great duels. Definitely check out a tournament. So this is just a replay DK stream during the tournament of one of my matches. I'll just go ahead and let you guys listen.
Today we are accepting new mods. How did you let this deck go undefeated and not put in the stream queue? Okay. Gia, you're also fired. I will hire a new sister. Thunder Stud. You guys have been hiding Thunder Stud from me. X Maru Ka. Undefeated Thunder Stud. Show him your deck. Show him your D. Crypto with that Prime sub. This is where the fun begins. It does, Crypto. Thank you so much. We almost had a lot of drama. It got fixed, thankfully. Thankfully. Everyone in the tournament, I want to assure you, you're not disqualified unless you were truly AFK. Grit! How is he? He's playing Grit. He passes. That's how good his deck is. Ooh, get ready. Get ready. Adds Ancient Gear Box. Box activates when added. Search your deck for Ancient Gear Frame. Ancient Gear Frame. Discard King of the Swamp. Search for Polymerization. Activate Polymerization. Fusion. Ha! Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, 4400 attack. Your opponent cannot activate any cards or effects in response to the attack of Ancient Gear Golem. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Kokamiru Ice, destroying the Golem. When you destroy the Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, you summon an Ultimate Ancient Gear from your graveyard, an Ancient Gear Golem. Now, unfortunately, Ice can continue to discard over and over, and I don't know what the hell damage diet was. What the hell was that? I have to read that once things calm down. Pulse Mines, put everything back into defense, boy. Ice and Maximus would destroy itself, but due to Diamond not destroying itself, this looks like it's over for Thunderstud, but the fun has just begun. As Crypto says, goodbye to Maximus, can't afford to keep it on the field. You have to discard a Kokai Mirror in the end phase. Not once, but 2 times. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem again onto the field. Damn. He does pierce. Oof, what the damage? Let me read this. Okay, let's pause. Hold up. Screw. Have all damage you take this turn. You could banish this card from your graveyard, have all effect damage you take this turn. Why? Oof. Good job, Thunderstud.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is where you can sign up for the tournament. He has all the information here. Super fun, guys. I definitely suggest it. Even if you're intimidated, maybe start at a weekly. Definitely try them, though. Super fun. Check them out, guys. Thanks.